tutorial, we're going to do our compatibility test. It is this part of the booklet, and the idea is to get a friend or a partner and to see if you both are compatible. We are going to use pin 0 as our input, and we're going to create a variable which is called x. Let's take a look at the code. We are going to make sure that when we go to the maths part in make code, that we ask the code to pick a random number between 0 to 4 or all the way up to 10. Here is the code in detail. So on pin 0, we are going to set the variable x to pick a random number between 0 and 10. We are going to ask the microbit to show whatever random number that was and to pause for 3 seconds. Inside these two ifs, we are going to create a statement that says if x is less than 4, then it's going to show a string called horrible. You're a horrible match. Else, we are going to say if x is less than 8, which is about 5 to 8, you're going to have a mediocre match. And finally, anything else, which is obviously 9 and 10 is left because that's how many numbers we've got, we're going to be matched. We're going to be a perfect match. Okay, let's start our code. Here I am with a fresh coded screen. I do not need these loops, so I'm going to get rid of them. My first choice is I need to do on pin 0. I'm going to set a variable, so I go to variable, make a variable called x, and press OK. Now I can set a variable x to something. I need it to be random, so I'm going to go to maths and pick a random and place it inside that choice. Now I have set x to pick a random number between 0 and 10. I'm going to show a number, and at this moment it would just type 0, but I'm going to say show the variable whatever you've chosen. I am going to then pause for 3 seconds. I am going to go to my logic statements, and I am going to choose this one. I am then going to choose a choice that makes me go x is less than 4. In logic, I will choose the comparisons. I am then going to get the variable x is less than 4. And then I'm going to show the string horrible. So show string horrible. I am then going to use another if statement inside that if statement and do the same thing. This time I'm going to be quick, I'm going to duplicate and drag it into this spot here. I'm going to change the number to 8, and I'm also going to duplicate this block, and this time I'm going to change it to mediocre. Finally, I'm going to add another one right here and call this matched. There is my code. I'm going to use the simulator to see if it works. On pin 0, it chooses a random number. For me, it's 0. And it says horrible. Let's try again. Ooh, my random number is now 1. Still horrible. Let's see what it looks like on the real microbit. I'm going to save this as task 3. And so I can download it. Did our code, and now we're going to test out our microbit. First of all, you need to put your hand on ground, and second, you put your other hand on 0. My compatibility is 1. Horrible. I'm now going to test out the actual compatibility with someone else. I need a second person, and I'm going to get them to put their hand on the pin 0. So I get my second person, and I'm going to get their hand to touch 0. As you can see, it doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work is because we need to make a circuit with our ground. We need to put 2 hands together, so we're going to hold hands, and then both of us are going to touch one side and then the other. We are compatible by 10. Let's try it again. Ground, hold hands, and compatibility, let's check it out. Ooh, 10 again. We're a perfect match.